Internet safety is being taught in schools, but it can't stop when the school day ends. Parents need to be proactive in keeping their teens safe while online. So, what are some things that parents can do to keep their teens safe while surfing the web? Well, Darik Durham is a teacher with the Northwest School District, and he is here to provide us with some tips on how to educate your teens and protect them from being a victim to online predators. So important. Thank you so much for giving us a little of your time.
Oh, thank you, Matt. It's great to be here.
I understand that you've worked this into the curriculum. Like, this is something you talk with the kids a lot about. What is it that you're teaching them?
Yeah, well, part of the focus with a class that I teach is we just want to prepare the students for the digital world. So we look at things like cyberbullying, identity theft, copyrights, and just the effect that digital media has on their lives. Because if you really think about it, the goal of education is to prepare them for the future. So if we're not doing this, are we really accomplishing that goal?
And this pipe dream that maybe it'll just go away and
it's
it won't
not
be a
going
part of their
anywhere.
lives. So I'm interested to hear what you think about that. What do you think about youth and their frequent use of these electronic devices?
Well, if you think about youth today, they are something we would categorize as digital natives because they've grown up using the technology.
Right.
So if you go out to a restaurant, grocery store, you're going to see children as young as 2 years old using tablets and cell phones. So it's smart that districts like mine at Northwest is teaching this earlier in their careers because we want to get to them young before they get exposed to social media big time.
I know it takes you a year to drill this into these kids' heads if it works. But give us the bullet point version of what it is you're telling these kids to watch out for.
Well, we just want to make them aware. And the way I describe to my students, it's like you're going out on Halloween when you're online. Everyone's wearing a mask. You're not 100% sure who you're dealing with. So just like how parents on Halloween have rules for their kids, stay in groups and don't talk to strangers, there should be rules to being online, like thinking before you click on something, and just protecting your information.
That's a great comparison, and one that I think any kid would relate to. That's kind of a light bulb moment where, oh, okay, I have to follow rules on Halloween. Why not on social media? Any particular scams, anything new and on the horizon that we should know about?
Well, if you really think about online scams, the first things that come to mind are viruses, identity theft, and just predators in general. But where that really starts is with something called phishing. Now, unlike the phishing where you use a bait and tackle and all that, this phishing, spelled Phishing, is where they would send out bait online to try to get you to fall into their scheme or trap.
And it looks like something you would normally trust online.
Yes.
So great that local school districts are getting involved with this, Darik. Thank you so much for your time and breaking it down for us. We really appreciate it, and sharing tips with us too about social media dangers. It's happening, guys, so it's great that school districts are locally embracing the idea of getting in front of it.
Very true.